they've worked out it, because you got to remember, hospitals are in the business of making money as much as we want to fucking like make it seem like they're like these. So they can all of a sudden at night, maybe they got an area that's shut down a little bit, that people aren't in all day long. Like you don't have patients' rooms there or whatever. Yeah, we'll take a 10% cut. You can go on stupid fucking tours through this.
Well, I think that's a big part of the whole like arrangement with these haunting guides too, because a lot of it will be like, well, if you go get a drink at this specific, like, is like some bitters bar. I think it's on one of the islands off of Door County. Oh. And it's like, well, you can sometimes hear the footsteps of the late owner that used to live upstairs. Sometimes you can come in and get a drink and hear footsteps from above, from upstairs, and that no one's up there. It's like, okay, you're just trying to. This is advertising.
Meanwhile, there's somebody with like shoes on sticks,
boots on sticks, boom, boom. Exactly.
We were waving our arms as if we were because we're on. I just realized we're both like mimicking it, but I think people can understand what we were saying.
Although, why the sticks if you have shoes on your feet?
No,
just say that no one's up there and walk around. We're making this too complicated.
I thought of that as I was saying it, but it doesn't provide as funny of a picture as somebody who could be using their feet, but instead decides that they're gonna do it like with their arms instead.
Is there a four-legged man up there?
Or that would be maybe one of the reasons, like, you wanted it to sound like the footsteps were like all in one place. Like this person was obsessed with running in place to the point that they ran in place until they died. But you could still run in place. You wouldn't need to do it. I don't know.
I think there's the ghost of a centaur up there, and someone put boots on a centaur. So, do you think centaurs are they mammals or insects? Because they have 6 legs, technically.
Well, no, they got 4 legs and 2 arms.
I know, but that's 6 appendages. 6
appendages, right? Okay, good point. See, but you gotta be specific with your language if you want to parse this. Yeah. So I think that would, well, no, because there's other things that make an insect as well, such as an exoskeleton, and one of the main factors of a mammal, except for, things like the platypus, is giving birth live, right? So, we have, but how do centaurs have babies? I always figured that they were just kind of created in this, mythic realm.
Yeah, I guess they'd mount another centaur like any horse would.
I suppose.
But
have you ever seen a lady centaur?
Well, I've never seen any centaur.
Well, in the wild, in the fictional world, can you think of a character?
No, I really can't actually. Can you?
Yeah, I was just thinking that just popped in my head. Like, I'm not sure. There's gotta be. You'd think, but maybe not.
Is a lady centaur a mermaid?
Half man, half horse.
We ask the important questions here.
I think I maybe missed what you said.
I said, is a lady centaur a mermaid?
Oh, there we go. Where
do you get the fish? Where do you get the fish part?
Huh. I think that's actually exactly right.
Well, I guess it'd be like regular fish, but like you never see genitals on a mermaid. So like I guess they lay their like boobs. Do they lay eggs in the bottom of the water like a salmon, and some other merman comes and fertilizes? I guess
they run up on shore. They spread their eggs, just like fish do, onto the dry, sandy beach, and then the centaur comes and jerks off on top of them.
Oh,
and then half turn into new centaurs and half turn into mermaids.
Okay.
That's how it works.
I think you're right. I think we got to the bottom of this one.
Duh. That's of course how it works. I don't know. I thought that was very insightful, though, that mermaids are the centaur, are the female centaur. You know, although there are mermen, though. So, because, like, we gotta, but no. Yeah. Because, like, Poseidon, I'm trying to think of the Little Mermaid. He still had fish bottom, right? Even though he was supposed to be, like, or no, he was Triton, not Poseidon. Ooh. Poseidon's fucking something different. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. He's a god. He's a whole different category.
Yeah.
Do you ever, on the train of weird thoughts, like, I woke up with this thought today that I hadn't thought about in a very long time.
What was so weird about that last thought, first of all? Speaking of weird thoughts...
I'm just talking about everything we've been talking about for a little bit.
No, I know. I was being sarcastic as fuck on that.
But, you ever, like, think about some of the thoughts you had when you were a little kid that were just... maybe this is just me, but, like... honestly, I woke up this morning, and maybe it was some dream-fueled thing, but I definitely remember thinking about this as a kid. Like, it has to do with object permanence, and I was thinking about, like, how do things, like, inanimate objects, as a kid I thought, how do things stand so still without getting caught moving? Because I thought that everything, like, must have to move. Like, everything was sentient. Like, that's just how my brain worked as a kid. So I'm like, I feel like everything wants to move, but it can't. Or, it won't move because I'm looking at it. You ever get shit like that?
I think I actually know what you're talking about a little bit more now. So, like, I was going to ask, like, did you feel this way about, like, rocks? You know, and I was going to, like, kind of, like, try to, like, and maybe you did, but... I do know the feeling of, like, a little kid, and I had this more with, like, maybe some of my stuffed animals or something, where, like, you think that they probably come alive, you know, when you're, like, not around, or that I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, now, I don't know how far you took it. Like, did you really think that rocks, like, jumped around and, like, anything that's inanimate?
I did. Yeah, like, I genuinely thought that, like, everything probably could move, but just chose not to because I was looking at it.
I mean, we still don't know if that's not the case.
I mean, everything's molecules move. I didn't know that at 6 years old, but, I mean, that's technically true.
Well, and really we are actually moving, you know, like, there's still, like, tectonic plate shifting. The Earth itself is moving. You know, who knows how it's working in the universe if we're moving, like, in different relation to, you know, different things. So, like, I mean, in a weird way, we all are moving, you know, and, I mean, I guess, obviously, like, I've got things on my table here, and they're gonna stay there until they get moved, but, like, the other day, so I was trying to find a lighter, and it was just one of those bizarre things. Like, and this was really fucking weird. And I don't even think I was, like, stoned or anything. I'm looking for my lighter. I'm checking my pockets. I'm checking the table. I'm looking everywhere. I'm going to sound like a fucking nutcase when I say this. And I actually forgot just until now that this happened. All of a sudden, I'm standing there and it's in my hand. I'm not even fucking lying.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, it sounds like Dick Ghost paid you a visit.
It was fucking insane, man. I'm like, it's like one of those things when, like, you're looking for your glasses and they're on your head, but it wasn't in my hand because I'm using both hands. Like, I'm looking like, oh, where is it? Is it in this jacket? Is it under this, you know, blanket? Did it drop into my laundry bag? You know, all these random things that might happen where I found things before. And then I turn around and it's just in my fucking hand. What the fuck? Yeah.
You willed it to be there. Just like Marvin, my invisible dog.
I must have done it myself. I must have just, like, you know, because, like, I do have a habit of setting things down without, like, marking in my mind that I'm doing it. So, like, if I got something in my hand and something else comes up, right, and I need to, like, go do that, I'll just set the thing down in my hand and not even think about how it was in my hand. So I very easily could have, like, felt it in a pocket while I was thinking something. I don't know, because I am pretty ADD, and I was, but I'm actually at a lot. I wish I hadn't remembered that had happened just now, because now I'm like feeling real fucking crazy.
Huh. These are the stories that I like.
It's interesting, man. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
You want to land this plane?
Yeah, I think so. That felt. I was saying the same thing. It feels like we're cruising down. We're setting her down. We have really meandered. We did a bunch of little whirlies here and there today. It was nice.
Writing in the sky, my brother. All right, everybody. Well, thank you once again for listening. This has been the Loose Stool with Matt and Nick. If you'd like to follow us on social media, that is at Loose Stool Pod on Twitter. If you'd like to buy us our next beer, hey, I got to give a shout out to John. John is our first patron. So thank you, John.
Woo!
And Rush Limbaugh's dead! Rush Limbaugh's dead! Got to get one more in there. And so if you'd like to buy us our next beer, we'd be ever so grateful. That patreon.com/theloosestool. And hey, shoot us an email. That is loosestoolpodcast@gmail.com. We hope you're all doing good out there. See you creeps next week.
One more Rush Limbaugh's dead!
Rush Limbaugh's dead!